If somebody asked us to think about people who are very serious and committed to health and fitness, I think a lot of us would imagine a couple of different body types and a couple of types of activities. I think a lot of us would probably picture some kind of power lifter or serious weightlifter with big muscles, or a very slender person. And I think a lot of us would imagine that they are a person who's spending an hour or two at a time in the gym, lifting heavy weight, lifting a lot of volume. Or we'd imagine somebody who goes for long distance runs or long distance bike rides. And I think that just automatically off the top of our heads, without quite thinking about it, that might be our mental model for what it means for somebody to be serious about fitness. I want to offer a slightly different definition, not to exclude those, but to tell you something that we might ought to be thinking about as well. Many of the hardest hardcore fitness people I know don't look any different and don't necessarily move a lot of weight or do a lot of long distances. What makes them hardcore is the fact that they show up consistently, even often on days when they're not feeling it, when there's no motivation, when they're feeling tired or run down, but when they believe and know from experience that getting something done for their physical well-being will wind up being better for them than just taking a rest day and taking time off, which are also often valid ways of dealing with things. But they're people who just put the time in because there's some combination of what they enjoy and what they know does them good, even if it's not going to be big gains, if it's not going to be big weight, even for people who can move really heavy weight, even for people who can go for long distances in the pool, on the road. They're not expecting every workout to be one of those experiences. They know that consistency is something that benefits them in the long run. It suits their vision of who they want to be, and it suits their purpose of how they want to live the rest of their life with better than average health for however they started. That's what makes them hardcore. I think we've been conditioned to believe that fitness is a body type. We've been conditioned to believe that fitness is being able to meet certain metrics. Even when those things are true, people don't achieve those body types. People don't reach those metrics unless they've got some kind of mindset locked in that works for them. And honestly, I see a lot of entirely average bodies walk in and out of gyms, but they're doing it constantly. And that's what makes them dedicated. That's the definition of hardcore. It's putting the effort in and getting the results, even if the results are not what we're told in advertising or what we've all convinced ourselves are the meaningful statistics.